I'm glad that hip-hop is not in the top 40. I'm glad that there are no hip-hop songs in the top 40 on Billboard, because way too many of y'all have access to it. Y'all have been mistreating, misusing, and abusing hip-hop for decades now. It's become a matter of capitalistic gain and not uplifting communities, telling stories, actually sharing faith and understanding in oneself, speaking on resistance, on restructuring, on revolution.
You ain't gonna spin the block. You a miniature cop.
A few moments later.
Rubik's Cubes are tricky once you memorize the basics. Then with some timing and some patience, you begin to climb the stages. It's like success on social media. It relies on innovation. You don't just learn the algorithm, you realize when it changes. See, you're one of a kind, but I'm original too. You can copy my style, but can't mimic the moves. The way I'm twisting this cube, this ain't a gimmick for views. I just did this to prove I'm more autistic than you. So don't get it confused. Even though I seem stuck, it's like life. One wrong turn can mess everything up. See, you're still spinning the block, but I've become a performer. I've built a solid foundation. You're still stuck on the corner. See, I'm not from the hood, so some guys just won't respect it. But the barbershop is gonna love it, because I'm lining up these edges. Sometimes I feel pathetic. This guy is the final boss. I'm just a nerd with a Rubik's Cube. But this is where my white side comes across. See, before I started Rubik's Cube, I was lining up squares. I didn't need any help. I was climbing the tiers. I've been grinding for years. Why are y'all surprised that I'm here? Homie, I've been playing solo my entire career. He's so mad too, it's hilarious. He's so mad.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and at this goddamn rate, it don't ever look like I'm gonna be able to take a hiatus. Every time I look up, it's some more dumb shit that I gotta address. Now, for all the clear people out there that's gonna watch this video, yes, I'm fucking hating, and it's not gonna be for the reasons that everybody think that I'm hating, right? It's not because he's a white dude, right? Even though I ain't gonna front, that don't help you. It's the fact that, like, it seems like the woman said in the video that I played before he started talking, everybody's just trying to use hip-hop just to make a couple dollars or to get famous or become something or somebody, right? And I don't necessarily hate white rappers. Let me just get that the fuck out the way, because a lot of people tend to think that I be coming down hard on white rappers just because they white. That's not why. It's because a lot of them, not all of them, they lack the cultural component to making the music, right? Whether it's battle rap or just being a rapper, it's not about rhyming words, right? Now, I know to some people, especially clear people, they tend to think that that's the gist of rap, right? Rhyming words. That's literally the most rudimentary grasping of the concept of hip hop ever. Black people know that, or at least of a certain age know that rap music isn't just about rhyming words. It's about having a message and saying something, basically speaking to, like, the shit that's happening now. The reason that a lot of people now are getting taken advantage of the government is because nobody's speaking out, fighting against, or talking about the shit, right? In the words of Young Thug, they just out here, leave that to the laws, and they just out here enjoying the ice and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's got your dumb ass in a pickle. Not me, because I'm gonna be all right, but for all the people that's like 10, 20, even 30 years younger than me, they haven't grasped that the concept of hip-hop was to speak against injustices, not just against the government or the police, but to any motherfucker you viewed that was oppressing you, holding you down. Hell, Eminem even opened up with the Marshall Mathers LP, talking about how employers he had. He used to give them shit, right? Tired of getting fired for every time I fart and cough. That's somebody holding you down, your goddamn employer. Doesn't necessarily have to be the powers that be. It's just somebody that's dictating your fucking life, giving you a hard time. But these dummies, they don't understand that the music could be utilized to actually speak against type shit like that. So they just rhyming words because the shit sounds hot. They gain some type of notoriety or fame, and they think that that's the gist of it, right? There's no way in the 90s this big ass nerd would have ever got off the ground in any arena of hip hop, whether it was song making or battle rap. Now I will say he's a corny ass battle rapper, like Dickie is. I don't know if Dickie's a battle rapper, but he's a corny ass rapper. And I guess it's something for the white boys to be safe, right? And that's another thing. Like they use their lack of street cred or swag, right? Because you don't necessarily have to be a street character to do hip hop, but you do, like, you got to either have swag or street credentials, right? It helps with the authenticity of the music. But these motherfuckers, they lack that component, right? The swag or the street credibility. That the only thing they can rely on is they nerdy appeal as it pertains to them being the artists or whatever. Which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being smart. I'll just put that out there for all the dickheads that's gonna be like, oh, why do you have to be a dumb criminal to be? You don't. There are a lot of smart rappers. Logic. Tyler the Creator is pretty creative. I don't know if he's smart, but he's creative. He's a fucking nerd, so I'll put him in the category of being a nerd. You know what I'm saying? But there's other components to just being like rhyming words. They just think that, yeah, if I rhyme some words, sounds slick. At the end of the day, he ain't saying shit. He's literally trying to belittle the dude that he's rapping against by talking about he's on the block. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like mocking him. Back in my day, or back when I was younger, that's something to get you punched in the face, because niggas ain't on the block because the shit cool. He's on the block so they can make a means to an end. And you kind of like mocking or poking fun out of it would have been, let's just say, it would have been taboo, to say the least. But the younger generation isn't keen on checking motherfuckers. And so since a lot of shit is going unchecked, it's a lot of goofies sliding into the culture, pulling Post Malones, right? And when I say Post Malones, like, they're gonna get in the game, garner some type of fame or notoriety, and as soon as they hit, they gonna be off to doing folk music or bullshit alternative rock or whatever the fuck, right? And talking about, oh, I'm not a hip-hop artist. And like, that's problematic, because you can keep your corny ass over there, right? Like, we really don't need that type of corny shit in hip-hop. That's literally that's why the shit ain't selling. It's too much unoriginality, carbon copy, corny shit. It's either one of the three. It's either people unoriginal, corny, or carbon copy. They lack originality, so it's fucking the game up. But you can't tell them nothing. And somebody, even brown or black people, gonna see this shit and be like, oh, that nigga's dope. Yeah, he said all them fucking witty bars and didn't say shit. And I'm gonna say this until I'm blue in the face. I'm gonna quote DMX: tired of hearing niggas rhyming, don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just out here just rhyming words. Like, that shit gets exhausting, especially from a person that's like I'm a hip hop head. I like the music. So I'm tired of hearing all these corny ass rappers. And it's not even just white rappers. Like, I'm tired of corny ass black rappers. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do everything they can do to not get a real fucking job. It's like, bro, hip hop don't need that shit. In the words of Biggie Smalls, hip hop is not. It's my style that you're admiring. Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. You know what I'm saying? Go get a real fucking day job. Because a lot of you niggas, like, you lack swag. You lack everything, bro. When I look at the average rapper now, I don't see, oh damn, that nigga's cool. I see, like, and it's not for all the rappers, because there's some niggas that rap that's cool, but when I see rappers nowadays of any background, white, black, I just see a corny nigga. It doesn't make me, like, even being an old head, like, my age don't got shit to do with like liking hip hop. It's a few niggas that I fuck with. Like, I like Vince Staples. Who else is young that I fuck with? I like some of Lil Baby shit. I like the Baby. I like Cardi B. I like Meg Thee Stallion. Some of they shit. Even though I think they're one trick ponies, I like the energy they got. You know what I'm saying? For the dude rappers, like, it's a bunch of just. I ain't gonna front. I like that one song Nardo Wick put out. That shit was tough. And I ain't gonna lie, as an older head, like, I'm gonna gravitate towards a lot of the street shit because that was my era. I think I grew up in the era 95 to about, or 94 up until about 2001. That's when all the gritty rap music was put out. So, you know what I'm saying, I gravitated towards that because, one, that shit was reflective of a lot of people that I knew growing up. Don't get me wrong, I like intelligent niggas. You know what I'm saying? There's Mos Def, Talib Kweli. But for the most part, like, I gravitated towards people like 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, DJ Quick, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tupac, MC8, Ice Cube, Scarface, Jay-Z, Jadakiss, DMX, The Lox, Ghostface. Who else? Nas, Biggie. Like, I just gravitated towards the street shit because it was reminiscent of my neighborhood. People that I actually knew that did street shit. It was relatable. Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, nerd niggas wasn't relatable. I actually did admire them niggas. Like I said, I like Mos Def. Now, he wasn't a nerd nigga, but he was intelligent. So I gravitated towards him because, well, he just had swag. That brings me back to what I was saying about hip-hop. You ain't gotta be necessarily a street nigga. You could be a nigga that got swag and say some smart shit. A lot of these dudes now, they just corny. They lack the swag. It's like, okay, you're not street. We get that. I got you. I'm so cool with that. But you're not even cool saying some smart shit. Niggas just on the track to sound like a straight lame. Like that song Lil Yachty put out. Talking about, I got people on my head. Nobody's on your head, bro. You're whack. And that's not me being an old head that's a hater. You just are goofy. Nobody of importance gives a fuck about you. Nobody's on your head, your top, your nothing, right? Anybody wasting the energy, the brain strength, or whatever to be even thinking about beefing with you clearly has an insurmountable amount of time on their fucking hands. But with this dude, like, yeah, he's like, once again, it's not the fact that he's white that makes him a bad rapper. Even though, let's be realistic here, you can't be corny and white. You gotta pick your battles. Be a corny nigga and be non-white. Don't be corny and white. Like, those are two things that, like, literally doesn't help you in hip-hop. And other than being a caricature or a personality, because I feel like he has the potential to be some type of personality, he'll be around. He'll end up eventually being some Taj 2.0 or some shit like that, right? Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but he'll be so far removed from hip-hop that, like, and then like it always happens, he'll catapult to like some shit like the Daily Show 20 years from now, and motherfuckers won't even know, like, this white nigga was using hip-hop to get into entertainment. So it just, like, just from a culture vulture standpoint, it looks bad on the optics. It's sort of like DJ Vlad. He started off as a DJ. Now he's exploiting niggas in interviews. In any event, if you like what the fuck I said, if you understood what the fuck I said, leave a comment. If you didn't, don't even hurt your brain strength or your low IQ by doing it. I think I laid out very eloquently why this dude is whack, and not just because he's white, but the whack shit in hip-hop, this shit gotta take a back seat, bro. It's getting exhausting. This is like the umpteen video I did of a whack rapper. He didn't even make a song. He's just battle rapping, saying corny shit. Like, shit's getting exhausting. I ain't gonna front. In any event, I'm out.